Good morning. This is the Conscious Hour, and as you were sleeping, the world is heating up. I want you to pay attention to this because this is serious. I knew it was coming, and I'll be giving some commentaries on it again. This is the Conscious Hour, and this is the beginning of World War. So stay tuned and pay attention and share this video as soon as you see this with other people. Let's get into this one right now. Emergency address delivered just before a possible strike on Iran. Not just to Iran, but to the entire world. Forget everything else for a moment. Show me one single example in world history where a person responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands comes on live television and speaks with this level of confidence and authority. Just one example. This is more dangerous than Maduro, more dangerous than Xi Jinping, more dangerous than Putin. Listen carefully to what he said. He openly declared, "I am here to warn Iran. Do not attack us. Whatever happens to you next is America's decision. Trump will do what he wants. We will do what we want." He went on to say that if America attacks Iran and Iran responds by striking Israel, Israel will respond with a far stronger reaction. Something Iran cannot even imagine. Stronger than any. So imagine what he's saying. He's the one that's instigated this. The United States government has funded this. But remember APAC? They've been funding our congressional representatives. We've been funding the wars around the world. But Netanyahu is the puppet master. He has controls of everything. He's threatening us now. He's threatening the world that he will use nuclear weapons. Anything before. Then he says something even more shocking. "I will not allow a Palestinian state to exist in Gaza, no matter what happens." Just imagine that for a moment. He talks about rebuilding Gaza, but on their terms, turning it into beach resorts, selling land, reshaping it as they please, as if Gaza belongs to them. And what's unbelievable is this. He shows zero concern about the global consequences. Stock markets are crashing. Gold prices are skyrocketing. Investors are pulling money out of America. Over $3 trillion has reportedly exited the UK markets. Oil prices are expected to surge. Global supply chains are already under pressure. The entire world is entering uncertainty. And he says, "I don't care." His only focus is warning Iran, "Do not strike us." Now understand what he has really made clear. Two major things. First, an attack on Iran is coming. He had already sent this message earlier through Putin. Now he's saying it openly. Second, he wants this war to be between America and Iran. He wants them to clash directly, weaken each other, while Israel watches from the sidelines. If America attacks Iran, Israel wants Iran to respond by targeting American bases in Muslim and Arab countries, dragging the entire region into conflict. That's why Saudi Arabia has told Iran, "Our land will not be used for attacks." That's why Qatar's emir called Iran. That's why Mohammed bin Salman made a call. Other Muslim and Arab leaders are doing the same. Why all these calls in one night? Why this sudden emergency speech? Because everyone knows something is coming. Trump has reportedly told allies, "Prepare yourselves. The region is heading toward a major confrontation." Iran has made its position clear. No negotiations, no backdoor talks, no compromise under pressure. Look at the reality on the ground. Israeli hospitals are on high alert. Ambulances are on standby. Doctors' leaves are canceled. So Israel's preparing for the war. Israel is instigating the war. And what he's saying subtly is, don't go down and push us because we will use the nuclear option. So here we have the U.S. is being forced by Netanyahu because of, don't forget, Jeffrey Epstein. They've all been compromised. So they're all afraid and they don't know what to do. Well, there's a solution to the problem, but let's keep going, folks. Shelters are opened. Missile defenses are active. F-35 jets have been moved to Cyprus. Night flights are canceled. Civilian aircraft relocated to Europe and the U.S. They all believe that if something happens, it will happen at night. Now tell me honestly, do you see even a 0.1% chance that nothing will happen? Because everything points in one direction. Israel wants Iran and America to exhaust each other first. Then when Iran is weakened, Israel plans to step in. And let's be clear, this is not about Iran being an Islamic country. This is about power.
Iran is extremely strong in missile capability. Israel has nuclear weapons, advanced technology, massive financial power, and full Western backing, including the US, Europe, and even India. But Iran has already demonstrated power that terrified Israel. Israel has never experienced sustained attacks on its own cities. Missiles landing near Tel Aviv, Haifa, leaders relocating, flights canceled. This is unfamiliar territory for them. That's why Netanyahu's speech came after Trump informed him. He now knows the timing is close. His real message to Iran is this: if America strikes you, don't retaliate by hitting us. But here's the dilemma for America. They don't know what happens after the strike. They don't know if leadership change would succeed. They don't know if Iran would stop after the first response. Because if Iran gets even one serious opportunity, the consequences would be beyond imagination. Not just for Israel, but for the entire region. And then the world would witness something it has never seen before. A force capable of standing up to both America and Israel at the same time. History will decide what happens next.
Now I'll give you the this is the conscious sound. I'll give you exactly what will happen. And I'm not joking, folks. This is real, not Israel. Here it is. Hypersonic missiles. You know, you saw them when Yemen launched the first one, and that scared Netanyahu. He was like, whoa, we didn't know Yemen had that. That was more than a year and a half ago or whatever. It was a long time ago. That missile traveled at Mach 2, went 2,200 kilometers in 6.4 minutes. Then Iran did a missile launch last year, and you saw how fast they came in. Those missiles were running Mach 6, Mach 7, Mach 8. The new missiles are about Mach 10, Mach 12, which means that they can travel a distance rapidly. And so if you know what's actually going to happen, the first thing they're going to do, and this has already been laid out, they're going to take out all of the desalinization plants along the coastline. They're going to take out every military structure, anything that have to do with military assets. And do you think it's going to take long? No. You're talking minutes when these missiles are launched, and they've got tens of thousands of them. So all they have to do, remember, Israel's the size of New Jersey. All they have to do is launch all the missiles at one time. That's it, done. If they don't take that option, the problem is Netanyahu will use nuclear weapons. So I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just saying, folks, do the analysis, deep analysis, look at all the options, and Netanyahu closed the door. Countdown begins. Share this video with everyone you know. Tell them they need to pick up the phone, call your congressional representatives, try to stop it, but there's nothing really that you can do because Netanyahu is the conductor, has the purse strings, has the leverage on every one of our politicians. And so they're in a frenzy. No, all about Epstein. No, folks, this is about the world. Stop thinking about yourself. Look at the world. Look at the world coming together, and they've had enough of this abuse. That's why BRICS is created, and that's why we all need to speak out and share this video, like the video, share the video with everyone so everyone can get out there and get their voices sent. And maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get Congress that will rein this thing in so that America doesn't become the beating boy that goes and beats the kid around the block while the puppet master sits there and says, "Oh, look at they're doing a good job. I won't use my nuclear weapons." This is the Conscious Hour, folks. Time to wake up. Time to speak out. Time to make the phone call. Share, hit the like button. Get this out quickly, please. Everyone, thank you very much for tuning into the Conscious Hour. Let's make this happen. Let's create peace on earth and then eventually heaven on earth.